Welcome into Seahawks Today, delivered by Chat Sports. Tyler Jones here with you. Happy to have you with us as we put a bow on the NFL draft. And now it is time to look at the undrafted free agents that the Seahawks are bringing into Seattle, the Kirkland rookies of sorts. And there's two different categories to look at. We begin with the undrafted free agents, and we'll also look at the Rookie Minicamp invites, as Rookie Minicamp just around the corner as well. Here is one of the undrafted free agents for the Seahawks. It is Louisiana-Lafayette quarterback Levi Lewis, who is going to be coming to Seattle. He is one of two quarterbacks. It includes Kaleb, Eleby, the Western Michigan quarterback. He's a Rookie Minicamp invite. Then there's Deontay Williams, a safety from Nebraska, as well as Josh Onujiogu, a edge rusher from Framingham State. Also on the list for the Seahawks is Shamarious Gilmore, an offensive guard from Georgia State, as well as Joey Blount, a safety from Virginia. Then the Seahawks also picked up John Mitchell, a wide receiver tight end hybrid from Florida Atlantic, as well as Bubba Bolden, a safety from Miami. More on him in just a bit, as well as another safety, Scott Nelson from Wisconsin. Seahawks also are bringing in Demetris Robertson, a wide receiver from Auburn, as well as Rodney Coates, a wide receiver from West Florida. He's one of two players the Seahawks are bringing in from West Florida, which also includes defensive lineman Matthew Gotel. From Florida International, the Seahawks end up bringing in Joshua Valentine-Turner, a cornerback. And then from North Carolina State, the Seahawks bring in linebacker Vi Jones. So those are the names that the Seahawks have brought in at this point. And we also include Tyrese Dedmon as a rookie minicamp invite, and Washington punter Race Porter is a rookie minicamp invite as well. So in total, 13 undrafted free agents and 3 rookie minicamp invites for the Seahawks to add to their class at this point. So let's have you guys weigh in. Give me your thoughts. How did the Seahawks do with their undrafted free agents? Here's your chance to tell us in the comments section. You'll get an ad break. Take advantage of it and tell us how the Seahawks did in your opinion. Type A, B, C, D, or F, and let us know what you think on the Seahawks undrafted free agency class. For me, I look at it, it's an A. Solid group of undrafted free agents, and now you've looked at addressing every single need at this point in time. And in particular, for me, it starts with the quarterback position for the Seahawks and what they were able to do to bring in a couple names like Kaleb, Eleby, and Levi Lewis. I like what they've done at those quarterback positions. We'll have more on that in just a second. But before we do, I got to tell you guys that you need to subscribe to the channel. We are so close to 26,000 subscribers. We need just over 40 more to get there. And what you got to do is you got to subscribe on youtube.com/SeahawksTV or hit the red sub button so you get the latest Seahawks news and info. Just because the draft's over with does not mean we are done talking Seahawks on the channel. We'll be with you with daily Seahawks content, news, and rumors right to your inbox each and every day right here on Seahawks Today. Subscribe now. Help us get to 26,000 subscribers here on Seahawks Today by Chat Sports. So Seattle now has quarterback options. They did not draft a quarterback in the 2022 class. And now here's the guys that they are bringing in for the undrafted free agents, starting with Levi Lewis. Not bad numbers for Levi Lewis, as he had 20 touchdowns and just 4 interceptions, 2,900 yards, and a 60.4% completion percentage. But there's one thing in particular that you may notice on that chart about Levi Lewis that will probably hold him back a bit. The height, just 5'8" and 187 pounds. I think I've eaten sandwiches that were bigger than that before. But nonetheless, Levi Lewis coming in. Another name, Kaleb Eleby. This was a guy that had as high as a 4th-round grade, according to some experts. He ends up as an undrafted free agent. He was a name that we had talked about for the Seahawks in our mock drafts, actually, and he ends up slipping out of the draft as an undrafted free agent. And, you know, this quarterback class, we mentioned, not the best quarterback class by any stretch of the imagination. And so with Eleby, although he slips out, almost every quarterback not named Kenny Pickett went lower than anticipated. So for him to be available as an undrafted free agent, I like that from Kaleb Eleby there. So he comes in. He'll be in rookie minicamp. I would expect that he's still going to be around when training camp rolls around here in just a couple months from right now. Who was your favorite undrafted free agent signing? Here's your chance to weigh in and tell us what you think in the comments section, how the Seahawks did with their undrafted free agents. Give us a name or two or 50, I don't care, who you like from the Seahawks undrafted free agents. For me, one thing that stands out is the safety options. Although the Seahawks are very good at the safety position with Jamal Adams and Quandre Diggs, they did a good job of finding some guys that potentially could make that 53-man roster from the safety spots. Let's start with Bubba Bolden from Miami. And this guy, 42 tackles, 2 pass breakups, what you want size-wise, 6'2", 209. I like this find of Bubba Bolden. Another guy that was talked about as a day 3 guy ends up slipping as an undrafted free agent. Deontay Williams as well from Nebraska. He was the heart and soul of that Nebraska defense this past year for the Cornhuskers. 4 interceptions, 46 tackles, 3 pass breakups. I would give Williams the edge as far as between these two of making the 53-man, but it wouldn't surprise me if either one of these guys make the 53-man when it's all said and done. So there you have it. Those are a couple names to watch for the Seahawks on the undrafted free agent front. We are going to be all over the offseason here on Seahawks Today. The news never stops here on the channel. We want to make sure that you are subscribed, as we'll be bringing you daily content here on Seahawks Today. YouTube.com/Seahawks TV. Subscribe. Tell a friend. Get us to 26,000 subscribers. Now, before we go, I want to know how many undrafted free agents will make the Seattle Seahawks roster. And I would tell you this, the Seahawks actually have a pretty decent track record when it comes to undrafted free agents over the years. You're talking about guys like Doug Baldwin, Thomas Rawls, Jermaine Kearse, just to name a few. Jake Karan last year made the roster. So the Seahawks, and we're talking about even in recent years, have done a good job of finding these guys. So don't overlook is the lesson I would say to end today's show. Don't overlook these guys just because they're UDFAs of their chances of making the 53-man. I think the Seahawks may have found a player or two. The name for me in particular, Deontay Williams from Nebraska, I think has got a good shot. But that's all for today here on Seahawks Today. We'll see you next time.